You feel guilty for scaring them, but you also don't want to lose your independence. The next morning, you find that Bakugo and Kirishima have already color-coded a new safety protocol for your commutes. Bakugo wants to install a GPS tracker in your boots. Kirishima wants to patrol your route every evening. How do you navigate their overprotectiveness while assuring them that you're still a capable person? The rain had been falling for 20 minutes before either of them thought to worry. Bakugo noticed first the way your last text sat unanswered, the timestamp frozen at 8:47 p.m. 2 hours ago now. He didn't say anything immediately. That wasn't his style. He set his phone face down on the coffee table and stared at the wall for a moment, jaw tight, before picking it up and calling you. It rang 4 times and went to voicemail. Or, he said to Kirishima without looking at him. Kirishima was already looking up from his manga, reading Bakugo, the way he'd learned to over years of friendship. The slight tension in his shoulders, the thumb pressing too hard against the phone screen. She's not answering. She was supposed to be back from Momo's by 9. Kirishima checked his own phone. Nothing. He texted you 40 minutes ago. A stupid meme with a caption that said this reminded me of you. And you always responded to those. Always. They didn't discuss it further. Bakugo was already grabbing his jacket. They're out between Yairu's apartment and yours was 20 minutes on foot, less if you cut through the park on Hendra Street. You'd walked it a dozen times. Kirishima knew, because he'd walked it with you, and because he'd complained once that the shortcut through the park felt a little isolated at night, but saved so much time that you used it anyway. He told you to text him when you got home. You'd rolled your eyes and kissed his cheek and said yes, Dad, joking with him. He found himself walking faster. Bakugo had his hands shoved into his pockets, but his knuckles were pale. Kirishima matched his pace without a word, and they moved through the wet streets, together, past the yellow wash of street lights, past a couple huddled under an umbrella outside a convenience store. Neither of them said I'm sure she's fine, because neither of them believed that. And they'd long since stopped lying to each other. They found you at the entrance to the park. You were sitting against the stone wall that bordered the path, legs folded beneath you at an angle that looked wrong. One hand pressed to your ribs. Your jacket was torn at the shoulder. Your lip was split. When you heard footsteps, you plunged backward, and a small, instinctive movement, the way your whole body braced, made something cold and furious settle in Bakugo's chest, like a stone dropping into still water. Hey, hey, it's us. Kirishima was already crouching in front of you, voice low, hands raised. It's me. It's Kirishima. You're okay. Your face crumbled when you saw him. Iji, I've got you. He closed the distance carefully, one hand coming up to your jaw, tilting your face toward the light. He cataloged the damage the way he'd been trained to. Split lip, bruising already darkening around your cheekbone, the way you were holding your side. Can you tell me where you're hurt? Ribs, maybe. I think I'm okay. I just couldn't. Your voice broke. My phone fell, and the screen shattered, and I couldn't see to call, and I just needed a second. You've been sitting here. Bakugo's voice came from behind Kirishima, low and controlled. in a way that meant the opposite of calm. How long? I don't know. A while. A muscle jumped in his jaw. He looked away from you, and Kirishima recognized the particular quality of that silence, the kind that meant Bakugo was doing the work of not exploding, not because he didn't want to, but because he understood this wasn't the moment. He was furious, he was terrified, and he was, with visible effort, choosing you over both of those things. He came around to your other side and crouched down, and his hands, usually so rough and so certain, were careful when they found your face. He turned it toward him the same way Kirishima had. His thumb moved across your uninjured cheek. How many? He said. Two. They wanted my bag. I. You swallowed. I tried to fight back. Of course you did. There was something raw underneath the words that he didn't dress up or explain. He just looked at you for a long moment, red eyes moving over every bruise. You're going to tell me everything, but not here. Kirishima slipped his arms under you before you could protest. I've got her. Can you? Yeah. Bakugo was already moving, pulling out his phone to call for a car. His voice when he spoke into the phone was clipped and efficient and gave nothing away. Kirishima got you upright against his chest, and he tugged away your face into his neck. I'm sorry. I really didn't want to scare you. Too late, Kirishima said, and pressed his mouth to your temple and held you tighter. The hospital visit was 2 hours. Cracked rib, nothing worse. The doctor said you were lucky, and Bakugo said nothing at all. Back at the apartment, it was Kirishima who helped you change, found the softest shirt in the drawer, and held it out to you. Bakugo disappeared into the kitchen, and he came back, carrying 3 cups of tea, badly made, slightly too strong, the kind of tea that proved he'd never truly learned how, and he set them on the coffee table and sat beside you on the couch. Katsuki, you reached for his hand. He let you take it, fingers closing around you. I'm okay. I know you are. He looked at your knuckles, brought your hand up, and pressed his mouth against them. It was not a graceful gesture, not a gentle one. It was just his, specific and certain. You fought back. I did. Good. He kept your hand, didn't let go. Kirishima sat on your other side, putting his arm around your shoulders, and you leaned into him. And the three of you stayed like that while the rain kept falling outside. And the tea went cold, and nobody suggested moving, or sleeping, or anything at all that wasn't exactly this. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.